Carl Gregory in Panama City, Florida, at Americans Grassroots protest against tyranny, and I'm here to cover it. I thought I'd go through and let everybody see what's going on. Thank you. You got a minute to... You got a minute to tell us why you're down here? I'm live here on Facebook Live on my page.
I'm down here with a bunch of other people that love democracy, and we're trying to save our democracy. We have a new president that has put in charge of the Treasury a man that wasn't even elected, and he's holding up funding, and that's totally illegal. The power of the purse belongs to Congress, and they've given it to a man who hasn't even been elected. It's just outrageous, and it's breaking apart our democracy. And he's appointing people to agencies as directors of agencies that don't even care about the agencies. In fact, their feeling is that they don't like them and they want to break them up. And so it's just going to tear our country apart. We're not going to have, we're not going to be the center of goodwill and democracy on this planet.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, really? Wow. I will be careful there. So why are you down here today? Can you mind, I'm live. You want to talk on here or no?
I'm here because I want to save Social Security from Elon Musk and Donald Trump, who are going to steal everything they can from the American people.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, you've known Jerry for years, right? Jerry here?
Yeah.
I'm with Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. You mind tell me why you're down here today and what you're protesting for?
I'm incredibly disgusted with Elon Musk and President Trump and his appointments to doing things that he has no constitutional right to do. That's why I'm here.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you standing up. That's the same for you too, I guess, right? Thank you.
30 years taking care of that.
Yeah, I heard something about that. What's the deal with it? I heard they're sending out emails to you guys and trying to get you to just walk away from your jobs, but no guarantee you're actually ever going to get paid.
Right. They're trying to buy out employees and stuff. But I'm retired now. But they got into OPM. They got control over all the data. And what if they decide to kill my pension that I worked 30 years taking care of America's heroes? Yeah, I'm angry. Getting in there, getting into my stuff, and maybe take my insurance and all my benefits that I worked my butt off for. No, I'm not okay with it.
Well, I appreciate you standing up too.
Yeah,
I'm a veteran. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm with Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. You mind making a comment about why you're here today, or?
I unfortunately couldn't make it to Tallahassee yesterday, so I was happy that Panama City was doing their own rally, and we're here really just trying to bring attention to what's going on in D.C. Mine's whether you're Republican or Democratic, nobody voted for Elon, and really he should be following the same rules that everyone else before has, and our congressmen and women should not be giving their rights away to someone that's been unvetted, unconfirmed, and ultimately just a civilian.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well said. Anybody else want to make a comment? Going live. You want to make a comment? I'm Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. Okay, but thank you very much. Do you want to make a comment? I'm live here on Facebook right now. I'm with Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. Out here, I represent the regular folks, and that's us, you know.
We're regular.
So what's the deal with you? What's your main issue today?
I'm a retired employee.
Yeah, I heard they're in NOAA right now. They're probably deleting files and having a hell of a time with that.
They don't even know, they can't write a paper with the word diversity in it. Speaking of diversity of the sea,
Right.
you can't have diversity in the paper.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't know whether to put the Gulf of America or the Gulf of Mexico in a paper. So therefore, you hope the meeting gets canceled so that you don't get in trouble. You know, I mean, that's where we find ourselves. It's
Yeah.
crazy stupid. And it's scary.
Well, I agree with you.
It's so scary. And I'm out here, it's my first time ever. And I'm going to step up and do it.
Well, I appreciate you stepping
Yeah,
up.
thanks.
Have a good one. I'm down here with Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. You mind making a comment about what's going on and why you're here?
Not at all. We're here this afternoon, this evening, is to call attention to what Elon Musk and his Doge buddies are currently doing with both the Office of Management and Budget, the Office of Personnel Management, and all of the information, everything, your Social Security number, all your digital information, your medical history, all of that. They have access to that illegally, and Congress is just sitting on their hands not doing anything. So Congress is the one who brings the money to the table. They allocate funding. The executive branch carries out the laws that Congress makes. Congress is abdicating their right as a third branch of government, co-equal branch of government. And that's why we're here, just to call attention that something is wrong in Washington. We want it to stop.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Very well.
Billionaires don't care about you!
So why are you out here today?
I'm here because our nation has lost its memory and we are headed to some crazy situations if we don't keep our freedoms, our basic freedoms that are in the Constitution. If you weren't voted in the office, why do you get to make all the decisions? That's not a good thing. We are in big trouble. Big trouble.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Big trouble.
Big trouble.
Oh, he loves you. Ginger loves that guy. Yeah! There's something.
Excuse me?
Wait. Musk and the Musketeers. That was a
Oh, we got another veteran down here. Hey sir, I'm a veteran. I'm Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. I post on Facebook. I have my own page there, and I cover these kind of events because I'm Carl's Blue Collar Commentary. I'm a Teamster activist. Been doing it for about 8 years, and now I'm expanding into the political realm with all this stuff that's going on with Donald Trump, and Elon Musk, because we got to. And I was wondering, so you're a veteran. What you say for the veteran side of this story? Do you have anything to say about it? Or?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was 2 years in Vietnam, and I wasn't out there to have an unelected person violating the rule of law.
Wilson, North Dakota, January, and it was cold.
I appreciate you doing that too. I was in the Cold War myself, so I missed you just by about 2 years. But thank you for standing up. Appreciate it.
What's our chant? We need a chant.
You me? Oh, we got young people here. So what you here for today? I appreciate that. Thank you very
We have
much.
to limit it to one. I mean, there's so much going on.
Well, I write. Everybody gets mad at me because I write about 5 essays a day. There's like 750 words to 3,500, and I can't write enough to keep up what they're doing right now.
I know.
I mean, literally,
I mean, sometimes I have to turn it off because it's so overwhelming. And I think that's partly by design.
yeah.
He is inundating us with a lot of things that can't even be enforced, but rather, which distracts us and takes our attention away from fighting, some of the serious stuff.
Well, I think it's very interesting. The first thing they went for was the money. They went right into Treasury and started digging through there and shut everything down right off the bat. I was reading today, I posted a post earlier today about what's going on with the federal workers and how they're sending these notices out to them. And I posted it all around the region here, and I started getting a lot of negative feedback. And so I was looking through one of my news reports came out and said that all this wheat, soybeans, and something else that they were shipping overseas for U.S. aid is held up on the docks, rotting in Houston right now, and it ain't going out. And it's also going to drive down the prices for all these farmers and conservatives who thought that they were voting and I can understand, maybe they thought they needed to make a change, but they ain't the kind of change they were looking for. I can tell you that right now. When the soybean prices go down, when the corn goes down, the wheat goes down, they're going to have they're going to find out what it's all about then.
Well, U.S. manufacturers can't get raw materials to make stuff that U.S. manufacturers need to make. I mean, let's not forget what happened in 2020.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, they raised tariffs and stuff.
Couldn't get semiconductors and chips and all. We get an amazing amount of stuff from China, like it or not, raw materials.
Right.
But the amazing thing is that we get so much from Canada as well.
Well, a lot of the union maker people that voted for Trump, and a lot of them did, about 60% across the country voted for Trump. That I can tell. I'm in those groups, so I know. And they thought, well, we're going to bring those jobs back for Americans. But if they do bring them back, they're going to bring them back to factories that are fully automated, run by AI and robotics, and there'll be very few people who can qualify to work in there. And they'll bring them in on H-1N1 visas from India because we have terrible schools and our kids are not getting educated the way they should. Yeah. And they're going to pay them less than they would have paid an American engineer or scientist to do it in the first place. And that's a fact.
And crops will rot in the field because Americans won't do the nasty job of picking the fruit.
Well, it's not only nasty. You have to have skill to do it. People don't understand. There's a little bit more than just walking out and throwing stuff in the basket, Actually, sometimes it's that simple.
Well, Americans won't do that.
Well, yeah, that's true, too. But the thing, when there was a hurricane here in Panama City, I was working for Beach Metal Roofing, and they had lots of roofing crews out there with illegals on them, hard-working people, and they're sending their money home every month to their families. And they couldn't find American workers to come out and climb on those roofs and work in that sweltering heat and get everybody running again. And they went through this town in about 6 months. They had it back on its feet. And then what do we do to them? We come after them. Thank you very much.
That put it's Carrollton, Georgia.
Yeah.
Put our roof on. They did a very good job. They did it in 3 hours between a rainstorm.
I might go across and get a picture from the other side.
And I don't know what their immigration status was. I don't care. They did a good job. I could hear them. I had Googled. I know I didn't Google, but I knew how many, nails you put in a shingle. Yeah. I could watch them do it. Right. They were doing a great job.
Yeah, good folks. I
had to say.
I'm personally not for people coming here illegally, but we need to open the doors. We need to figure out how to make them legal. If they're good workers, honest people, and we need them to do the work. Because I'm gonna tell you what, Americans are not gonna step up and do that kind of work. It's just, why should I go out in the fields, work for $15 an hour, or go in and do roofing for $15 an hour because that's what they pay, or when I can go to McDonald's in air conditioned comfort and make French fries? Let's get it real. If that's all right, if I'm not qualified to, you can tell me where I'm going. And they won't hire the Hispanic to go do those jobs. They're going to hire a pretty girl to go in there and be at the cashier window. That's the way it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. It's picking up a little bit. Nice talking to you.
We've been through a lot of stuff together, but I never thought I'd see this.
God, when we were doing that little festival out there at Shady, and I refused to go to those stores. Yep.
There we go. Well, folks, this is Carl Gregory down here in Panama City, Florida, at the corner of 23rd and Highway 77. And I'm going to close this out on a high note because I have to go to work at my job. But I want Americans to see that even here in the conservative panhandle, there's a lot of people that are very concerned and ready to stand up and fight for democracy. We need to let our congressmen and our senators know what's going on. We need to call them and burn their phone lines off. We can't have them going into our data up at the Treasury and all over. I'm sending notices to all our qualified CIA people who are out there defending America every damn day, risking their life and trying to force them out on the street when we need them to stand up against our enemies. So I would appreciate if everybody like this video, share it with your friends, and let's get the word out and stand up and tell them no, we're not going to put up with this. And Congressman Dunn, you know me, and I'll tell you what, now you're going to find out who I really am, because I gave you a break during the election. You know I did, and I voted for you. But I'll tell you right now, it's time to come up and earn your pay. Thank you very much. Bye. Hey everybody, things are starting to pick up down here, and I thought I'd cover this while it's going on. Amen to that. No, you should be on Facebook with me. Oh, they come after me every day. Believe me.
Too hard to be peaceful protesters.
Hey, sir, would you mind telling me why you're out here protesting today?
Oh, so many reasons. But
let's start at one.
I'm out here because even though Trump is in office, a lot of the things he's doing is unconstitutional and straight up unconscionable. It is amazing to me to hear people who voted for Trump because he thought he was going to make their lives better are starting to realize all the things that he said, oh no, I'm not going to do that, that's not true, are coming to fruition. Project 2025, that's not my deal. And since day one, he's been putting out everything from their playbook. The man thinks he's a king. Birthright citizenship. Who does he think he is to get rid of birthright citizenship? That is a constitutional, that's constitutional law. You think the president would know about the powers of the executive branch? It's a shame when 7th graders in Florida know more about the federal government than their president does.
A dictator doesn't know about that, though. A dictator doesn't care.
They don't. And the sad part is our congressional leaders, like local Congressman Neil Dunn, hasn't said a word about this hostile takeover of our government. He's just sitting on his hands, watching Elon rob us blind and allow Trump to trout the Constitution like toilet paper. Where are our congressional leaders? Where are the people representing our area? Where is Neil Dunn?
Yeah, I wonder where he is too, to be honest with you. But thank you much, sir. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
This is Carl Gravy signing off again. I just wanted to make sure I covered that deal. The last thing went on here, and I ran across the gentleman, and I thought he would be worth interviewing. He had some valid points to bring out, and I think Americans need to start listening and stop listening to Donald Trump's lies. Bye.